Hi, I'm Heather with Going Batty, and tonight I am making one of my husband's favorite meals. I'm making chicken marsala. We are going to start with our chicken breasts, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut these in half, like this way, and then we're going to pound them with the meat mallet and make them about 1/4 of an inch thick. So we're going to go ahead and cut through these. And you want to place your hand flat on the top because that'll help you cut to where it's pretty even and you won't cut your hand. So we've split those in half, and I'm going to continue to do it with these other two. We are going to take our chicken breast and we're going to cover it with plastic wrap here and kind of place it in the middle of your plastic wrap. And then we're going to take out some aggression on the chicken. We are going to pound this until it's about 1/4 of an inch thick. And when you pound out your chicken, you want to kind of hit it in a stroke like this so that you're kind of moving it out instead of just beating it to death. All right, we are making the coating to go on our chicken. So I'm going to put a little bit of flour in this Ziploc bag. And this is really simple. You're just going to put some pepper and some salt in this. And then we're going to throw our chicken in here and then just zip it up and shake it up. So this is kind of what you're looking for when you're looking for it to be coated. It's not a super thick coating like for fried chicken, just like a little bit of dredging almost. All right, so I put a couple of tablespoons of butter in here, and we're going to put a little olive oil in here too. And this is going to help everything brown really well. And I have it on about a medium-high heat. So we're going to let our butter melt, and then we'll stick our chicken in. I'm putting the chicken in here, and actually our pan's not quite hot enough because they're not sizzling when I put them in, but that's okay. Well, they'll start to. So I'm going to cook these up, and I have my oven set at the lowest temperature because I have enough here that I won't be able to fit all of them in the pan. So I'm going to cook these, and then I'm going to do another batch of them, and I'll put the ones that I've already cooked in the oven. I'm going to dice up our onion really small. Now, when I cut my onion, I leave the nub on, like the root end, because that gives me something to hold on to when we get down to the very, very, very end of it. I have also changed out my cutting board and my knife, and I've wiped everything down, so there isn't any cross-contamination. I have 6 cloves of garlic that I'm going to use my microplane on, and we're just going to microplane that, and this is going to be our aromatics that's going to go into the butter and oil after the chicken's done cooking in it. We are going to now chop up our baby portobello mushrooms. I took the end off because those can be kind of tough, and we're just going to slice these really thin. We are going to flip our chicken over now and see how it looks. Oh yeah, that looks good. That golden brown is what you're looking for. Oh yeah. Yum!
Oh my gosh.
I'm so excited.
It smells so good.
And it's just chicken, salt, pepper with the flour. To add our last tablespoon of butter in here. And now we're going to saute our mushrooms in this.
That looks good.
Yep. Okay, we're going to saute these until they're golden brown and delicious. All right, so these mushrooms have started to release some of their liquid, and if you watch, I can start scraping that brown stuff off really well, and we want that. That's got all of your flavor in it from your chicken, and this is going to help your sauce thicken up just a little bit. All right, now we're adding our onions and our mushrooms in here.
Onions and garlic.
I'm sorry. I messed that up. It's onions and garlic, not onions and mushrooms. We are going to saute these until they're translucent. These are nice and translucent now. We're going to add a little bit of thyme to this. Fresh thyme is best, but we didn't have any. So, and then we're going to do a little bit of salt. And then a little bit of pepper too. All right, stir that up. And now it's time to start adding our liquid. And equal amounts of heavy cream and chicken broth and your Marsala wine. There we go. So we're gonna go ahead and put the chicken broth in first. Now we're gonna do the same amount of the Marsala wine. Eat the whole bottle.
The whole bottle.
And the heavy cream. There we go. And so we're gonna bring this up to a simmer. We're just gonna keep kind of stirring it, trying to get all those little bits off the bottom. And we're gonna reduce this to about half of what it is right now. We are going to serve mashed potatoes with our chicken marsala, and this is an easy way that we learned, and we actually learned it from the King of Random, how to boil your potatoes. If you leave them in the skin, they have a better flavor to them, but he scores them. I don't know if you can see it, but it's scored all the way around, and then that way the peel just comes right off like that. It is reduced by half, so I am going to pour it now into here so it's easier to carry over to the table. But that is our sauce. And it's not a super thick sauce, it's actually kind of thin, but it is so, so incredibly good. Ta-da! There it is with all of its glorious sauce and everything, and oh my gosh, it's so good. I'm so excited to eat this. And this is one of Kevin's favorite meals, and he's a super happy man right now.
I am. I can't wait. This looks
Go ahead and try it.
amazing. The color on this plate, you can't even begin to imagine, guys.
Yeah.
Is she not the best cook in the whole wide world?
Thank you.
Oh
So
my
we
gosh.
served our chicken over mashed potatoes. You can do it over pasta if you want, but we like it over mashed potatoes. So there you go. How's it taste?
Oh, it's good.
Yay!
That's good,
I
folks.
mean, it makes me happy when he loves what I cook. All right, make sure you like and subscribe. Leave any comments or questions down below, and I'll try to answer them. More updates as we go. Bye.
Bye, guys.